everyone, we are back with Andor Season 2, Episode 2, Sargona Teema. We didn't really get the recap of Season 1, but I think we know where we're at so far. You know, some people didn't really recover from the incident at, was it Felix? Maybe we have things to prove to ourselves, and hopefully that is not going to fuel the other side to be on our butts. But anyway, full-length reaction is going to be available on Patreon. Make sure you check it out. We have other exclusive movie and reactions there as well. But without further ado, let's play.
How's it look?
It's prep for a test flight in the morning.
Hope she's okay.
You were hiding in the bunker.
You take it back.
Get stopped!
You know, I feel like that guy who's like, is there any food? I'm hungry. Suspenseful. Suspenseful music playing.
Is that what she's doing? I can't tell. Keep looking!
So it's okay if we're loud?
They can't find her either. It's a trap. What's that? It's Rika's goggles. You just left it out there?
His foot was still in it!
It's gonna rain forever. You might wanna bang some water.
That was from The Crow. But in this case, it's a different message.
Before we go in, I don't want the Gorman project.
Humbling, isn't it? Both of us reminded of our place. Did Krennic offer you the job?
Or give it to you.
And what about Axis?
You built the legend and delivered almost nothing. This will appear to be a demotion. You'll have to play the part. This is good news, Dedra. Gorman will be yours to run as you wish. He's got no time for anything but results. Gorman is a gift.
I don't think she's going to be able to forget about what's going on with Axis, though. I underestimated her ambition in the last episode, thinking that she might, for a second,
We sit all day.
doubt it for the wrong reason, for the right reasons.
Make it lovely and gently there.
Mina Rao's been shut down. Mate, I need serious comms. I found one.
They're sneaking in Skull and Surprise. It's a bit gross, don't you think? It's probably worth more than the house.
2 more to go.
How's the daughter?
You should tell your boyfriend to back off the nog.
I don't know who we're talking about.
Tay Colmer, is he not your lover?
Haven't had that nonsense in a while.
His wife has run off. He's all yours now.
Stop.
Tay had a bit too much first night punch. He should know better. Pace yourself or pay the price. He was always weak.
Did they remember the juice?
Finally.
I'll load in when I get back.
I spoke to my friend at 500.
How many are there?
She counted about 40. We don't know what they have in the air. They know we need help, and they know everyone isn't legal. It's been 10 years since the last audit. Nobody's happy.
What if they ask where we came from?
I wouldn't mention Ferrix.
Ferrix, I said Felix.
I'll find out what I can. Cassian.
He'll be here.
So they know Cassian by name?
Be careful.
That's pretty dangerous. I thought they were here as, like, rando aliases.
Well, 2 look a bit mouldy.
That's all that's left?
How many snack pods? Wet or dry? 6 dry, 8 wet.
I'd rather be hungry than sick.
Let's give him a mouldy and see what happens.
You know, they've gone very quiet over there. You need a perimeter.
I was just about to do that.
Way to distract them, though.
Starving.
Did I just see something?
I don't know.
It's like a...
Eat anything. Feed those trugs.
If it tastes like it smells,
Is it like gooey durian?
Not that long ago, I was standing right where you are now.
Screens started lining up across the room.
He looks like the type that just wants to do his job and go home.
For those who dare.
I don't think he's one of them.
Once things calm down, we'll be okay.
Just promise you won't leave without saying goodbye.
But what if that's gonna put him in danger? Don't make him promise that. Oh, I would stay hidden in the wheat. Keep your head down.
He's checking out the storage.
We were based in the 600 block a few months ago.
I guess we'll know after this next harvest. It's a simple life, isn't it?
It is.
It could be if you weren't here.
I've been there.
It's changed. Row. We had a decent meal there last night. Beautiful ride over the fields. I'm only here for another couple of days.
Like, what are you getting at?
You'd like to join?
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but what do you do?
I'm not sure my husband would approve.
Oh.
Sorry to hear that. Is he here?
Soft planet for a few days.
Does he worry about you? We've just shut down all the comms. It's supposed to stop things sneaking away while we're doing all our counting.
Darla.
I'm done. You ready?
Yeah. See you along the way.
I thought there was more suspicion that he was going on. I didn't know if he was just being creepy. Like, you really came in clutch there.
I'm up here with my uncles. It's good hunting. Poachers out.
I've always wanted to. Mother wasn't allowed. It'll be different now.
I didn't say anything before.
It'll be different now.
When was the last time this happened?
Wedding hike. Perrin and I.
Is Leda happy? Is this really what she wants?
Everything old is new again. No word from your friend?
Cinta? No.
That's not acceptable.
Well, there's work to be done.
We have to live to do it, though, don't we?
You should be back by now.
I think I know that.
What if they've grabbed him?
They have a ship that goes nowhere without us. We were getting worried.
Should be.
Trying to turn it around. The guns trying to put us down the barrel.
No. Do you realize how long this could take?
50 centimeters an hour. If they're lucky, they'll make 5 meters by midnight.
Never seen you with your hair down.
You're back.
I just got here. Is that everything?
I was sure if I went shopping, you'd be delayed and we wouldn't have to do this.
No such luck.
We could pretend that you're not back.
We can't cancel again. We can't.
Tomorrow then.
Hello, darling.
I've been looking for you.
This is remarkable.
And I know apologies are in order. I've been so distracted by all of this. We've been having a difficult time. That's when we need to be heard.
I have called your office.
And I've been remiss. Last time we spoke, you told me you had new business coming in.
I think I told you I was tired of waiting.
This is sounding serious.
The foundation is up and running. Your financial blemishes have been smoothed over.
But
Everyone seems quite pleased, and I'm left wondering about the risk I've taken on.
I'm shocked.
You know, the irony is it's the rebellion that's hurt me most.
Oh,
Soured my investments. You can see how I might feel
I see.
undervalued.
How I wish you'd made this clear sooner.
Perhaps I thought it was obvious. I hate having to say all this, Mon.
To an old friend, after all you've done for me, please. Now, let's celebrate.
Indeed. I chatted up one of the soldiers today. Just get prepared.
Especially since one of them has an eye on her. He might try digging to find any leverage to make her do what he wants, you know? But there ain't nothing going on radio-wise for her, I think, because everyone's
Been chasing you all night.
compromised-ish.
Now I know why. Parents said he'd be. He said I'd get into it once we'd survived the wedding. He sees all this.
Mm-hmm.
Find a number.
Is there any chance he'd go to...
But where's that number gonna come from?
Henry's about to speak. I have to go.
Wait.
We will find a number.
What I'm saying is, like, how do you cover up that number you're gonna give him now? Because would that land you back in square one?
Travel to share in our most treasured tradition. It is my Chandran duty to greet you, Sargona.
You had to explain to him that we're gonna be giving him money.
Sargona Teema Salom, leader. My sweet leader. Second, pain will find you. Trouble and disagreement will arrive. The galaxy will deliver a daily basket of fresh anxieties. My hope is that you learn to reach past this constant cloud of sadness. The music buried beneath all that noise. And be mindful of how delicate it can be. Search out these treasures. As I see these two young people sharing our greatest tradition.
Sargona Teema Salom! Get very far, did you? What's the plan anyway? You can't live on these melons!
How's he know that? They've been sneaking.
What is the plan?
Shut up! Are you backing down? A challenge! We're going out! No shooting unless they shoot first! Let's go, let's go, let's go!
That's far enough.
I'll count to 3.
Everything means everything.
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
And when you say everything, even the torch? No.
What are they doing?
Dropping their weapons. 5 hands. Roski rules.
Roski rules.
What does that mean?
Total submission. Pick your second.
Round.
Rock, paper, scissors?
2, 3.
Snake.
2, 3!
Don't move.
1, 2, 3.
Do we finally get to see whatever animals?
It's not.
Nothing like a third party to unite you all.
The pilot! He's out! He's getting away!
Well, there's your chance. If you guys could have worked together in the beginning, we could have been all out or something, like figured out a path. A little bit less on the action and more on the building with this episode, but we definitely see how important it is for us to be on the same page. Watching this, I definitely remembered the feeling of how hard it is to trust even those that are supposed to be in the same group as you, your oldest of friends, and how it would be hard to then have a movement big enough to make an impact. Because without the trust, you can't have that. We saw several times how Andor, how he gets past complicated situations, right? And like even with this group, how he was able to kind of play them right when they start targeting him. He's like, well, you know, like to kind of divert their eyes and whatnot. Like, and you see that at a small scale here, how the people are easily played, and also at a large scale when you consider how the Empire or the Imperial Army, whatever they're called now, how they do different propaganda or whatever and strategies to keep the people in check in line. So I mentioned in the reaction that I forgot how ambitious she was, and you know, her doubts and whatnot aren't a moral or ethical standpoint, but that she is very focused on Andor, on getting him. That's a personal thing to her now, and she does not want to take on that other role. She wants to remain with the Axis thing to find him, even though, you know, like they tried to frame this as a way to that she's in this very exclusive thing. If she wins this, you know, like, yes, you can reframe it the same way they try to reframe things to the general public, but what it is a demotion, huh? From her previous post. But yeah, like he said, it's a gift. It's something for you to, I guess, like redeem her mishaps from the Ferrix thing going on, and seeing that she went to, what's his name? I guess his home, and seeing how he's in a different position now too. Like, yeah. Very interesting, the things that we're willing to do and give up to get what we want. And also we see that with Mon, right? Like the sacrifices that she's making with her cousin, the sacrifices that they're making. And when we were watching like Bix, the friends like doing the mechanical work in the farm area and living the simple life, that guy even said, you know, when all this is happening, part of me is like, yeah, I'd rather just go live a simple life out in the outer whatever. But we have seen many times about how they too, like, you think that you avoid the main circles, you hide away doing your own thing, but eventually it all catches up, right? Like that reach will extend. You know, you may end up also under their rule if you're not careful. But not only that, but even if that doesn't happen, let's just say, and my initial feeling of, yeah, let's just leave and start somewhere new and do whatever, I often forget how much of a privilege that even is, to just be able to get up and leave and go somewhere new. Like we see here with the visa situation, and even like financial wise, or maybe you can't because you have family that you need to take care of here. Like there are so many different variables and factors that may not make it simple for you to just get up and go somewhere. And even though I would only think of like Mon's cousin as being like the privileged one because of her family background or whatever, I also need to take into consideration that monetary wealth is not the only thing that gives you privilege. Simple things that we may overlook can as well. And again, with the whole like having to sacrifice thing, like her cousin who hasn't heard from Sintra, was it? And that being a shame, like the timing and whatnot, but the cause, the work being important. And then Mon saying, but we have to live to do it though, right? Like balancing that out. Like what point is it if you are not alive? I don't know. Now Mon is in trouble because of, we have this question mark with her friend, like another privilege, you know, like that you can't afford is just being wrapped up in your own world, thinking that you're the only one with issues in a way. Like, yes, you have a lot to juggle, but you're asking someone for help and not fully considering what they're going through, what they're putting up as well. But also on the flip side, when you think you can trust someone to have your back and everything, and then you also kind of feel like, oh yeah, it did come with strings, but it is a great big ask. And he did try to reach out to her multiple times and she just never got back. So I could see both sides of that. And how are you going to get that number is what I kept bringing up, because on the book side, we were having issues covering up previous things, like, which is why we got involved with him in the first place. And then secondly, you also have your husband who's questioning the relationship between the two of you. So you don't want to raise suspicions on that front either. So that's going to be pretty tricky. Another quick thing was, I was thinking about like how, what's his name's assistant with the hair went back to try to get the radio stuff. She kind of reminds me in a weird way of like with that uptight like personality of Deidre too. Like if Deidre was to be good, I could imagine her being like this, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going to hold off here because we're going to jump into the next episode, which would probably tie up this entire arc. And also just going back to Andor's thing of how even though you might be on the same team, you might have the same goals, if you're not able to unite, how you're just hindering your own. Like, we could have all figured out a way to start getting off this island altogether. I know we can't all fit in that thing, but we could have come up with a system or whatever. But because we just kept fighting between each other, it just prolonged everything and put everyone else at risk, to the point where the third party coming in is what may have divert them a bit from their infighting to kind of just survive in the moment. But then now by that time your pilot is gone too, like, you know. So again, the importance of this, because otherwise, even if we're just going to take it to Mon's side, like, I hope that's not foreshadowing into the rest of the season of how we're going to struggle to be united. Like, we know who our allies are, but if we have different ideas of what we need to do to move forward and can't agree, then we're going to be our biggest enemy. So we're going to jump into the next episode and see how this arc wraps up. But the full-length reaction is going to be available on Patreon. You can check it out there. We have other exclusive TV movie reactions there as well. Is not the right one. Come and chat up with us over on Discord. I hope y'all are staying safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, y'all.